talking about word walls. People don't need that many words. Okay, yeah, so I just want to talk about like the text that you include with your images or when you write a long form post. So this is something, I actually really struggle with live streams. And the reason I struggle with live streams is because I personally don't watch a lot of video. I am that person that has been known to enroll in a $1,000 course and download all the videos and send them off to Rev to get transcribed so I don't have to watch them, or I get my admin to transcribe the main points and sit through the course and then send me a summary. I hate watching videos because I have no attention span. So it's something that I struggle with, like jumping on a camera and adding lots of value, because I just want to get to the point and smash out like the 3 things I actually want you guys to know. But that's not how this works. You need to show up, you need to tell stories and do the same things that allow people to relate to you in real life. Your friends are there because they've been attracted to who you are and your personality. So you just need to kind of do the same thing on camera that you do when you're sitting around drinking tea with your friends or whatever you do. We're really boring. We mostly just drink tea or wine or champagne, whatever. I try and be the same on camera as I am off. So I'm sure anyone watching this who's met me in real life will say it's pretty damn close. Now, how does that relate to walls of words? When you sit down, so you know, you can do all the copywriting courses in the world, but it just comes down to mindset. Like, what are you actually thinking of when you do sit down to structure a post? So I've professionally trained in copywriting. I've worked in marketing and communications for a long time, and I am a writer. So I write for a lot of publications. I write for News Corp, Kids Spot, Huffington Post. I can't think of any others, but there's tons. They're on my profile if you care, or you can Google my name if you want to read stuff that I've written. But the main thing to remember is that when you're thank you, people don't want to read your wall. When you're writing, don't leave people a word wall. So it's very different from videos. Videos are connecting, they're people getting to know who you are. It's just showing up day to day. You know that feeling you get when you're sick and your mum walks in your room and she's got a cup of tea and it's the wrong one and it's boring as shit and you don't even drink tea, but you see her and you're like, oh, mum. That's the feeling you want people to see when they get that notification that you're live streaming. They know it might not relate, but it's you. They're going to pop in, watch it for a few minutes, say hi, jump off if it's not interested. And that's what most people who engage with you that are kind of part of your little circle will do. They will do that. They will support you no matter what the topic. Even if they're like me, they're not going to watch the whole thing. They're going to jump on, leave a supportive comment, bugger off again, get on with their day. So when you sit down to write a post to people, you have to think, what do I want them to do? What's my call to action? Do I actually want everybody reading this post to enroll in doTERRA? Because I can tell you, if you want everyone reading that post to enroll, that's probably more coming from scarcity mindset than abundance. Really, what you want them to do is get value from what you're saying or get value from what you're doing. So you can also niche it down. And it's the difference between attraction marketing and doing what a lot of MLMs do and teach people to do, which is not what doTERRA is about, and smash people with info or only ever connect with them when you want something from them. And here, I'm going to give you this token small thing, and in return, I want you to do all this for me. Because there is a breaking point with that as well, where people just aren't going to do things if they don't feel like there's enough in it for them. So when you structure your post, think about, why am I doing this? What's my intent? And then set an intent and then make your call to action for that. So for example, you might want people to like your page. So think about, what can I write that will encourage them to tag their friends, share the post? Am I writing it because I want people who I know to also share the post onto their pages? Is it really high value content? Layla is really, I need to stop calling Layla out and everything, but she's just so lovely. Sorry, Layla. I like following you. Layla does a great job of this with her tutorials. So think about, you know, I see Layla's tutorials being shared across a lot of pages. And I can tell you, if at the end of every single video, Layla went, all right, guys, now I've added so much value to your lives. It's really important you do me a favor and just enroll in doTERRA. And I'm going to read you out my whole URL. And then there's also a link to enroll, like the direct link to the shop. So just go and enroll. No one's going to share that post. But she doesn't do that. She adds value. A lot of people share it on their pages, and it actually gets the views up, and it gets people really interested in what she has, and that's what positions her. And you know, people know that me, Jessie Reimers, Layla Rose, Mish Pope, the people who create high value content aren't going to go and swipe their enrollments or personally message everyone that likes their post, because they know that they do attraction marketing. They just show up and then people contact them. And all of these guys say to everyone that contacts them or in their videos, you know, go back to the person who, or on their webinars, go back to the person who introduced you to essential oils, because that is abundance mindset. So it's important to look at what people who are as successful as you want to be are achieving, and what are they physically doing? What do their posts look like? How are they structuring them? Are they overloading them with every step they need to enroll? Or are they just saying, come and like my page, or invite a friend to like my page if that's something that you want to do? Or are you breaking down a process that you know a lot of people struggle with and just making it super, super simple and going, how to use a diffuser? So for example, check out the post that, I think it was the last post on my page, or the post the other day. So many of my downline are like, I need help with my diffuser, like I just don't know where to start. Or they're not saying it, but they just literally don't know how to set it up and use it because they don't want to screw it up. And people like having permission to start using something or have really simple instructions. It's human nature. I do it all the time. I messaged Amy Innes today, my upline. I'm like, I have no idea how to read my enrollments. I don't understand like that tree thing. Like, cause I rely on Amy to like message me going, do you think you should move people here? I'm like, well, you told me to, so I'm going to. You know, I know how to do it. Theoretically, I know how to do it, but I can't read doTERRA back office. No one can. And I had to actually have that conversation with her for her to go, Kat, you can change it in back office to see 9 levels down instead of 4. That's the default. So, you know, sometimes you do need that little tweak and permission and help. So on my page, every time I share a diffuser recipe, it literally has instructions for the diffuser, because people don't understand how it works. If they haven't used a diffuser before that's a cold diffuser, it's not a normal thing. It's very normal if you use essential oils, but a lot of the people who enroll under you are only using them because they see the value they have to you. So it literally just says, fill diffuser with cold water up to the line, turn it on, lasts for 2 hours or whatever. I don't know, Kate made it. Having said that, all those images with the diffuser instructions, they're in our image hub, guys. So make sure you're on the link. Do a search in the group for the image hub post. The live stream with Kate and I. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just really think about when you do make a post, what's the point? What are you trying to do? Is it coming from scarcity or is it coming from abundance? Are you adding lots of value? If you're asking for something, is it a big ask? Is it too much? Are people actually going to care? Would you care if you saw that in your timeline? Or is it something you've pulled together because you think it's what you should be doing? Because I can tell you, if it's ever something you think you should be doing because someone else was doing it, even if they're wildly successful, it's probably part of an 80-step marketing campaign to launch a new product, or it's an onboarding. Don't ever pull out something standalone if it's not resonating with you. Just keep showing up and adding value. And also, sorry about my pajamas, but they're my favorite. Have a really great day, guys. Bye, unicorns.